Welcome to Conversations with Klana, made for the modern woman who wants to raise her self-esteem, increase her satisfaction, and build happy and loving relationships with herself and others. More and more, women feel they have lost their spark and the connection to themselves and miss deep intimacy in their lives. Rather than accept a life that doesn't shine, they want to change to one that does. Join the conversation each week when Klana and her guests explore practical ways and positive solutions to living a new, authentic life based on self-love, connection, harmony, and joy. Now, here is your host, transformation catalyst, author, and speaker, Klana.
Hello, and welcome to another episode, Conversations with Klana. And today's guest is from Florida, and it's Lynne Wadsworth. She is a certified holistic health and life coach and wellness cooking instructor, as well as a podcaster and author. And she, as I said already, she now lives in Florida with her family, but originally she is from England. After health issues she was facing, she decided to make changes and attended the Institute for Integrative Nutrition and graduated there in 2014. Since then, she has dedicated her life to helping women improve their lives and health, especially as they reach midlife and have to maneuver this difficult phase of life. But midlife can be an exciting and rejuvenating phase of life. So, thanks for being here, Lynne. Welcome.
Thank you, Klana.
And so we are both in midlife. So this is why I love to have you here and to hear from you what happened in your life so that you came to this, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So, of course, I grew up in England, married a man in the United States Air Force, and he's actually a Floridian native, which is unusual. Never been away from home. I was definitely a homebody, but my health journey started actually at age 2 when I had issues with my tonsils, which then became infected after my surgery. And then at 16, I had mono. So to a lot of people here in the US, you have mono, it's a 3-week thing, you're over and done with it. Well, they thought that I had leukemia, and I was actually in bed for 6 months of my life and don't remember a thing about it, other than going to the hospital every 2 weeks to get my blood work done. So that at that time I didn't realize started my whole autoimmune thing. So then by 21, I started with migraines and had some other issues, but really nothing quite so big until I got to Florida, and we've been here a long time, over 30 years, and started with sinus issues, had 3 sinus surgeries, hysterectomy, migraines daily, yo-yo dieting. You can actually say my life and health were a total mess.
Wow.
Yeah. So nobody ever told me when you were pregnant that you weren't supposed to eat whatever you wanted, that you were then supposed to try and lose it. So I really didn't take very good care of myself. I've probably had a total of 7 or 8 surgeries, so my health has not been good. But the catalyst for me was these daily migraines. So here in the States, they are not too good at giving you things like specific migraine meds without limiting it, but they will give you narcotics to help you through. So probably 10 years ago now, I was addicted to narcotics, and very blessed to have a place here in Tampa that was actually a headache clinic that got me off those meds and taught me how to live a healthy lifestyle to help my migraines. And it was at the same time, that probably wasn't quite that long, because I was going through the Institute for Integrative Nutrition at the time, learning all about healthy habits, healthy lifestyle, how to eat, and it absolutely totally changed my life. So the migraines became, so we have weather come in here, storms, and even now I hate them because it will normally trigger a migraine for me. But as long as I do the other things, it pretty much sticks with that. My health has changed. So I used to be one that fell asleep at my desk at 3 p.m. I was always so tired. Changed my energy levels. And really just had such a big impact on my life. I hadn't realized how much what you eat and the type of lifestyle you live has such an impact on health conditions. So I was able to get off, of course, my Vicodin. I was able to get off high blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, just totally changed who I was, which is why I'm so passionate about helping people.
Yes, I totally see that. The latter, the cholesterol and the high blood pressure thing was for me too a reason, because I wanted to get rid of that medication. I took it for at least 10 or 15 years, I think, at least. And then I found somebody who helped me with changing the nutrition, and that really helped. And ever since, I don't take them anymore. So, this is a really big history behind.
Yeah, it is.
So
It is.
what can you tell people now who are our listeners? What would you recommend them to do in general? Of course, we cannot go details here.
So a big thing that is a stumbling block, and especially used to be just in the US, but I've noticed that in Europe now, they've kind of gone the same way with their eating. It's all about fast foods. So the big thing for me was getting off processed foods. So many of our processed foods, although they're quick and easy, have so many chemicals added and have so much hidden sugar. So sugar is a huge contributor to inflammation, to migraines, and to, of course, diabetes, heart disease, cancer. So if you can start working, because it's not feasible for most people just to go from one extreme to the other, but start working on getting those out of your diet and start thinking about when you shopping around the outside aisles of the grocery store. Those are the biggest things that will bring about change.
Okay, so what happened? You don't need your medication anymore? And
no, so I still have to take occasional migraine medication. And I'm a vegetarian, so I do take quite a few vitamins to help with that. My blood pressure, as I'm getting a little bit older, is a little bit more borderline, but I'm also not eating quite as well as I should be, so I'm really aware of that. So the thing is with health coaches, people think that everybody has it all together, but we're just like everybody else and fall off the bandwagon. So yeah, I have to get that back under control again.
Yeah, I totally see you. The things I am teaching my clients, sometimes I have my own difficulties with it. But that's exactly why we are capable to teach other people, because we know about the difficulties that are behind that. And we are all humans. We are not perfect.
That's true.
Yeah. So what are you doing with your clients?
Well, it kind of depends on what they need. So a lot of times with clients, they come to me because they need to lose weight. They're in midlife. Things have changed. We get that belly fat and we don't like the way that we look and feel. So most of them come because they feel they need to lose weight. But in midlife, it's a whole holistic issue for us because we don't like ourselves. We don't feel that we're worthy of anything anymore. We feel our whole life has changed. We always look on the negative side of it, but there are so many positives to it. We as women bring in so much wisdom at this stage in our lives. We bring in knowledge of life experiences. And like me, I bring in my own knowledge of what's changed my life with nutrition, with healthy lifestyles. So it depends on what a client's struggling with. Just because they may have belly fat, maybe they're eating emotionally because they don't feel worthy. So I try to get to the root issue with them so that we can get past that and get them to where they need to be with most of them come with a lack of energy. They're just very tired at this stage in life. So a lot of it is to do with nutrition, but there's a lot more, as you know, that goes along with that.
Absolutely. And that's where we touch each other a little bit with,
yes.
Where we cross I don't know how to say that in English. So it doesn't matter.
I don't know, as I always know how to say things in American either.
Yeah, there's also difference between
yes.
English and American.
Yeah.
Funny, yeah. I see that. So because my love is really to tell people, and especially women, that they are good the way they are. So we don't need to have a special figure or a special size or whatever. We are lovable people anyway.
Yes.
And if you need to lose weight due to the fact that you have health issues, that's a completely different story.
Right.
And eating healthy can only help you with this.
Yes.
But just to lose weight because you want to have a special look, in my opinion, is not the right way to go.
Right.
So it's depending on
because that's what causes people in their minds to never be satisfied with themselves. And I've been that route because I wanted to lose weight just because I didn't like myself. And I lost the weight, and you can probably see I'm pretty small boned. I thought I was large boned. And I got down under 100 pounds, and my family kept telling me that I looked absolutely awful, and I wouldn't believe them because in my mind, I was in a size 0, an American 0. So I had to look great. And then I got onto the anorexic side of things. Mm-hmm. So when your whole focus is just the whole weight issue because society, commercials have told us we have to look a certain way, that isn't good health.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, and it really does not matter how your is that correct when I say figure?
Figure. That's how. Well, I'm from Europe too, so yeah, I'd say figure.
How your figure is really not the most important thing. So you should love yourself however you are, and you are helping them with this as well.
Yes,
that's great. So. Last night I had an online class where everything was about self-love, and it was so beautiful to watch those women and change their faces. When they started, maybe they were a little bit, not anxious was not the right word, but they didn't know what to expect, and then it was in the evening, they had work during the day, and then watch their faces after this hour. Hey, this is so amazing. This is my best reward for the work I'm doing. What is it for you, Lynne?
So my reward is when I see people actually get this whole lifestyle change thing, and when they kind of realize that yes, weight makes a difference if you've got health issues. But when they get how to live a healthy lifestyle and realize they don't have to deprive themselves, and also when they realize that they can love themselves where they're at, because I think that we have been told that if we take care of ourselves as being selfish, but yet it's such a large key that if we don't take care of ourselves, then it may be a health issue that's caused the weight. But it's still, we've got to love ourselves and allow ourselves to really take that time to take care of us so that we can take care of other people or help take care of other people. Yeah. Very rewarding when I see people have a breakthrough in their lives.
Yes, that's the best thing.
Yes.
Absolutely. And you can only be there for other people and be really in service for other people when you have nourished yourself first.
Yes, yes.
I love to tell that story where what they say on the airplane with the oxygen masks. So take them first, put them on your nose or whatever, on your over nose and thing, and then help other people. That's exactly the principle.
Yes.
Everyone should
Yes.
work. That is really not selfish. It's just, yeah. If I'm dead or I'm empty, I cannot help anybody.
That's true. Yeah. That's a really good analogy with the airlines.
Yeah.
And the oxygen. Very good analogy.
So Lynn, I know that you also have a podcast because
I do.
That was somehow the way we got to know each other.
Yes. Yes.
And let us know, what are you talking about in your podcast?
So my podcast is Living Life Naturally. So I talk to middle-aged women, to people that are hitting midlife, and I'm trying to get a variety of guests to really talk to every issue that we deal with when we hit midlife. I mean, it can be relationships, it can be health, it can be the weight. It's really, I want to get a whole rounded opportunity for people. So next week I will also be podcasting with Klana on my podcast, and I'm hoping she's going to talk a little bit G-rated about how women in midlife can still have a great, healthy sexual life.
Yes, everybody can have that. Yeah. Is there anything you would like to add to the conversation, Lynn? Something that's burning?
Something that's burning. So I think that women in midlife feel helpless, they don't feel good enough. And my encouragement to them is to think about it from this perspective. In my mind, life is just beginning. So we go through the empty nesters syndrome. We feel like our life is over, we've got no more self-worth. But it's so much the opposite. We have so much to offer to the world, and we have such wisdom and intuition that we don't have as younger people. And just to give them hope to know that midlife can be a beginning point for them and really a catalyst for living the very best part of their lives.
Yeah. Oh, that was a really good thing. I can totally relate on that, because my life changed with 50 dramatically, and now I'm 60. I'm turning 61 this year. It's changing again.
Yes.
So, and it's never too late, isn't it?
It is never too late. If you take care of yourselves. I was listening to a video with a doctor yesterday, and he was 74, and he's saying that he feels the best he's ever felt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot is really the attitude and the thoughts you have about things in the world. So as you said before, always be on the bright side. Look at the good thing. Yeah. Especially in these days now.
Yes, yes.
Be very decisive what you are listening to and watching.
Right, right.
Lynn, how can people reach you if they...
Yeah, so the easiest way to reach me is to go to my website, which is holistic-healthandwellness, all one word.com. And my podcasts are on there. I have a free gift on there for people in midlife. And there's also a button on there where they can contact me directly. And I'm on Facebook, Holistic Health and Wellness LLC.
Beautiful. So I will put it in written form so that they can see it and contact you. Lynn, thank you so much.
Thank you, Klana.
To listen about your life and all the challenges you had and what you are doing out of it to help other people, foremost women, to make it in a better way. So
thank you. It's been fun.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to the reverse talk.
Yes.
And dear listener, if you like these conversations, please go to conversationswithklana.com and check out the other episodes that have been before and that are coming up in the future. Thank you, everybody, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Conversations with Klana. Remember to follow us on social media and get connected. Visit our website, conversationswithklana.com, for show notes and additional episodes. And if you like this broadcast, please share it with your friends to help us empower more women to live an authentic and happy life and make this world a better place for everyone.